Hi to everyone. It's Emanuele from Italy, but you know me better as Civil Dead Italia. And tonight, the 13th of October, it's a very spooky night. We are going to have a very cool guest that is Shane from Texas. And Shane is the owner of both the Delta from the show Ash vs. Evil Dead. Without any further ado, here it is, Shane. Hello, Shane. How are you?
Good. Ciao, Emilio. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Was a pretty day there. What hour is it?
It is just after 3 here in beautiful Beaumont, Texas,
So
where we're at the.
oh, sorry, you are in a convention, right?
Yes, Wes. It's the load-in day for Beaumont Comic Con.
Okay, is already there the convention, or is you are just packing out the stuff, or there is already people going around?
Say again.
Are there any people going around, or you're just organizing the place?
Just the vendors and the staff here at the Ford Park.
Okay.
So it started about 1 o'clock. It'll end about 7 o'clock for load-in, and then the actual convention I will start tomorrow morning and go till about 6 o'clock.
Okay. For anyone that is there and didn't get it, Shane is inside a classic. Can you tell us how you get this one and the other one that is not um, that is in the screen and but is not the one in which you are on?
Yeah, I'm inside Delta number 3, which was used for a lot of the stunt shots in Ash versus Evil Dead, and a lot of the interiors that were done on the set.
It's great. It's great. I see you have company back there.
Oh yes, well they were up late last night, so they're sleeping it off. Yeah, this is Doctors McCoy and Brennan,
I
otherwise known as Bones.
they had a nice trip, I suppose, to get there.
Yes, yes.
So you are on this Oldsmobile, and you told me that this one works, right? This one is functioning.
Well, yeah, they both turn on and they drive. It's just one's far from street legal, but this one here is street legal. You could drive it on the roads and get lots of looks from people when they see the studio blood that's splattered across the front end of it.
That's that's great. And you let's say you told me you had some kind of race with this one, right? Back
Well,
in the
actually,
days.
yeah, actually, back in 2019, I did something called the Great that I have of the
Uh,
Delta.
Shane, I suppose there is some network issue, so we lost something. Maybe it's better you move
Okay,
out from the car because probably there is a little bit better the connection. I said
I
to
think
ask
you're right.
you, yes. So
I think
for
you're right.
anyone, yeah, because the connection is going up and down, and I don't know if we are getting it. So Shane is going to leave the car for a moment, but you can see it from the back. Here we are again.
Okay, now we're out from the cars here. You can see both of
Yes,
them are in
yes,
their
we
in their
can
staging
see
place.
both of them. Yes, and we can hear you fine, more in a more
Good,
clear.
good.
Yeah. Because there were some kind of issue with the connection there, and
Yeah.
I'm just sharing the link in some groups in order to have more audience. A little bit.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
So so just a moment, just not to be unrespectful. If you see me down
Not a
watching
not a
down
problem.
there, okay. Here we are. Okay. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
So how do you move this car when you travel? I mean, you have a trailer or something like that? You have
Yes,
a
yes, we have a couple trailers and a couple of trucks, but we're down a truck right now, so we kind of had to do a maneuver where I brought one up. I brought the classic up yesterday,
yeah?
put it in a storage facility. Then we brought the Battle Delta up today. So
That's great. That's great. And are these car very, let's say, oh, I don't know what is the right word. Are they fragile? I mean, are you worried when you move them, or they are pretty
um,
solid?
there's parts of them that you kind of want to watch out for. Yeah, not everything. Not everything on the Battle Delta is steel, metal. A lot of it stuff is studio like foam, and but I tell you what, a lot of it is. I mean, this whole thing probably weighs around 7,500 pounds or so now.
Wow, wow! It's severe. It's very easy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a little bit of difficulties with the American system for weight because we use
Oh,
kilograms, but I
uh,
suppose that is
it's
that
it's much heavier. It's much heavier than this one.
okay. Okay, it's severe.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. And yesterday when we had no, 'cause a couple of days ago when we had when we had the test call, because we had a test call before this one for the people who are listening here. You told me how the front of the Battle Delta is done. I mean, it's bare metal, right? It's not foam or stuff like that.
Yes. Yeah. This is real steel, but the pegs on it they're out of foam, but the actual shovel is real steel, and so is the extra piece on the hood. That's all steel. Basically, it takes two people to lift that hood up now.
Yeah, yeah. You told me yesterday. I had seen it opened, and it's huge. I mean, it's practically empty, right? Inside there, inside the
Yeah, there's basically just room for Ash and Lex, his battle cyborg partner that we don't get to see anymore because they canceled the show.
sadly, sadly. And you told even me that you have another Delta that is not from the show, that it's working, right? Can you hear me?
A little bit, yeah. You broke up a little bit. I hear you now.
Okay. Sometimes we lost the connection sadly. I mean, it's great to have you here, and for anyone listening here, you have to know that in this moment, in this very moment, Shane, that is the owner of this two car, is in a convention. So, I mean, even if did a huge work to set up everything, sometimes we can have some
Mhm.
kind of connection issues or stuff like that. But
Yeah,
I mean,
you're
I can
coming
hear
in
you.
real
Okay.
strong now.
Eh?
I said you're coming in real strong now.
Okay. Yes. You too. You too. You too. You too. No, I was explaining to the people listening why sometimes we lost each other, and
Hmm.
so they know you are in a convention, because I think it's important to know this particular aspect. There are some let's say technical challenges here.
Yeah, we can kind of show you around here at the convention center. Pretty vacant
It's
right
huge.
now.
It's huge.
There's another
Wow.
one of the one of the cars that's going to be at the convention tomorrow. So big space, hard to
Yeah. Yeah.
fill it.
It's great. And so, can you tell us the story on how you got these two cars?
Well, I said before, it started with the replica. I bought a 1973 Oldsmobile Delta 88, bought it out of Atlanta, Georgia. Um, Started taking it to some cons, developed a fan base on social media. One of the folks reached out to me and let me know that they were auctioning off three of the remaining Deltas from the series. So I looked into it, found out that as an American, I couldn't necessarily bid on it. So I actually had to call somebody in New Zealand, and I got with a law office, and they were able to proxy for me, bid on my behalf, and I uh, basically on the night that it was being auctioned off, I was waiting patiently in where I'm from, Houston, Texas, at about 1 a.m. And then it was like 7 or 8 in the evening that same day in New Zealand. And the gentleman was bidding and was waiting on it. My screen crashed. It froze up, so I wasn't sure that we were about to get the winning bid or not. And then I got a text from him that said, "Hey, we got it." So then I knew, all right, that part's over. Now the hard part of getting them from New Zealand, Auckland, New Zealand, to Houston, Texas, which took about 30 days on the seas. So
30 days. Wow,
yeah.
it should be a nightmare waiting for a
Oh
such
yeah, yeah,
important load, right?
yeah. They gave me an app or something that I was able to kind of monitor the target ship that it was on, so I could kind of see the ports where it was and about how far it was away. And then once it came in, they called me up and they say, "Okay, well, where do you want us to deliver them? We need a loading dock." Well, my house doesn't have a loading dock, so I had to now frantically look around because it was already waiting at the port. I had to frantically look around at some places that, some logistic places that did that. I found one, got a hold of them, told them the story about what I did about a month ago and that they were here and they needed transport. So I was able to acquire their services. They went out, got it, brought it back to their shipping station where they could unload it, and then I could drive it out. One of them I could drive out off the ramp, and then the other one was put on a trailer, and we got them back to our shop in southeast Houston.
So it was 30 days for the ship. And
Yeah,
how much longer did you take to
okay,
bring
yeah.
these from the ship to your garage? I lost you for a moment. I lost you for a moment,
Just
I
a moment,
suppose.
yeah.
Yes, I was
Oh, yeah.
saying.
What were you asking?
Yes, I was telling. I mean, 30 days for the ship. How long did you take
Hmm.
when the boat arrived to your port to bring it
Oh,
in your center?
well, that was the easy part. Once they were on the tow trucks, that's a short drive of about 10 minutes to
Ah,
get to where
okay.
we have, yeah, where we have our shop, which is actually it's in a small seaside town called Kemah, Texas, which is southeast Houston.
Okay, so that was an advantage in a sort of way. I mean,
Hmm.
you were close to the sea, so it was cool. I mean, it was
Oh yeah, yeah,
easier.
I was right down the street from the port.
Yes, I was a little worried about the fact that you could be inside in the mainland, because
Hmm.
in that case it should be I suppose a nightmare, right? I mean, to
Oh yeah,
bring
yeah,
this.
oh, yeah. Driving through Houston, which I've had to do with these things a few times, displaying them at some of the conventions. Like I was just in the springtime, I was in Comic Palooza, which is a big convention that they have here in Houston. So both
Oh,
cars displayed there, and I think they went over real well.
well, they are in a perfect shape as long I can see from here. And I have a question for you in this regards. I mean, how these cars
Hmm.
arrived, in which shape they were when they arrived, how much work did you put in keeping these in this good shape as I can see them?
Well, yeah, this one here.
Mm-hmm.
was pretty much all together. But this one here, the whole front and the grill and everything was taken off, and all that stuff was in the trunk. So basically, some assembly was required for the Classic to get it looking where it is right now.
Cool. And I suppose you have even skills in let's say fixing cars, because I mean it's not just the display of them, right? Or you have some friends that help you in
Yeah,
this.
I have enough knowledge to be dangerous. For everything else, I outsource it to a shop that can do a little bit more of the heftier lifting with the mechanical side of things.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of keep them running, and because they're old, they're '70s model cars with carbureted engines and not fuel injection or electronic ignitions.
Mm-hmm. And so when you bring this in the convention, you just arrive with your truck and you move by hand, or you can drive them inside the place.
Yeah, yeah. We about an hour ago we drove both of these inside the building on their own power. There
Yeah.
has been instances in the past when they've, like I said, being old cars, when they've broken down, a little bit of pushing was required.
I suppose
But
I can
but today
understand.
today was a good day. We got them in and out of the trailer just fine. Came into the convention center about 12:15 here.
Hmm. And what is their noise? Noise. I mean, they have a very strong noise, or they are a little bit, coughing, something like. Rah, rah, rah. I mean, how they let's say how the engine works is a good
Oh,
sound, or is a little bit uh,
this one here is sounds like a beast. I mean, it's just it's all exhaust.
okay.
It's all rumble.
It
So
roars, right? Right, like
yeah, I don't know how well that would translate if I turn it on or anything like that in here. They probably wouldn't want me to now that it's in here. So
No, 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 man. I don't want to. I don't want to ask to you, even because, as we said, that these are fragile things, and I don't want you to
mhm.
suffer when you bring those back
well, well,
in your
well, no,
trailer.
I mean that would be fine. And I say that they're now turning over and doing well, but we're in a small little enclosed box. I start turning
Yeah,
that thing on, I'll start smoking people out.
yeah. I can feel the pain there. So you won the action. You got this car.
Hmm.
Except the engines. Did you have to work on some external details, or everything is exactly how you get the cars?
Well, like I said, I had to put I had to put the front fascia on this car here when it arrived, and this one here was actually used in I want to say it's the internal one where Pablo and Ash were chasing after Kelly because she had supposedly stole the Necronomicon,
Hmm.
and they had to fight Mr. Roper, their old boss, as a Deadite, and he pulls Ash down from the chair. That was shot in this one right here because when I got it, the driver's seat was broken completely back to the back passenger seat. So we've kind of had to put up a stand in order so you can drive it, so you're not driving like this with the seat folded back. But yeah, that's how I can tell that this one was used in that one scene where they were fighting the Deadite with what is the broken bottle,
Ah, cool.
you know.
That's cool. And a couple of days ago, you showed me even the guns the Battle Delta carries on. Did you bring
Yes, I
those with
yes
you?
I yeah yes I did. I actually haven't mounted them yet, so if you hold on a sec.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Yep.
They are pretty heavy, are they?
I mean, yeah, they're hefty. You know, they're not squirt guns.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
yeah,
So this is the turret, right? This is the
these
turret
mounted on
gun.
the turret, and then this is what the cyborg Lex had when she picked it up from the table in that very last scene.
That's great. That's great. And let's say another thing. May I ask you to come closer to one of the cards to show the details you showed me the other day?
Yeah,
For
yeah.
example, the blood on the classic and the
Okay, yeah.
details
We'll
of
we'll do we'll do the classic here, and you can see here
Mhm.
that's all from production.
Yes, as you said to me, this was the car that was used for episode two, I suppose, of the second series, the one in which the guys stole the car and they get killed by it, right?
Yes.
So this is probably the blood
Mhm.
of the guys or of Lee Majors, let's say Lee Major
Right.
character.
It could be Lee Majors, Brock Williams himself. Now we'll take you inside the car here, and yeah, this here was where that scene was shot with the high school kids.
Yeah, yeah, it's really cool. It's great.
And another, let me move the Necronomicon here. Another way I could tell it was used in that scene with uh, with Pablo and Ash was this is a removable top. This can pop
Ah,
off so that a camera can get an overhead shot of the actor, and that actor being Bruce Campbell when he was laying back in this seat. And as you can see, we've got a brace here, got a brace
uh-huh.
holding it up because I didn't want to fully repair it, but I wanted to be able to drive it, but I didn't want to completely repair that brake because that's part of the whole history of the car was it was broken for a purpose. And then in here, in the dashboard there, I'm actually still working on the box trying to get it back going. But this is where they shot when there was all those flashing lights, when the evil cloud was coming down the road
Yeah,
towards
yeah,
them,
yeah,
and they were transporting the airstream, and all the lights
yeah.
were going off. Well, there's a box in here, and you can't see it with all the stuff I've got there right now, but there's a box in here that controls all those lights individually, so that it can appear as if it's being taken over by dark forces.
That's
And
great.
we even have the license plate just as it should be. So all that came with the car. And you take it over here, and you can actually see a lot more of that right on the side here. A lot more of that blood.
Wow, how much blood there.
Yeah.
It's huge. It's massive. It's massive.
So yep, pretty much. And up here on the top.
Blood
So if
everywhere. You cannot
yeah,
park this car without and leaving it there because someone could believe you you kill
well, some of them
someone.
think it's a crime scene. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, absolutely. It's
but
really a crime scene.
yeah, basically it's pretty much as it came,
Hmm.
and I do my best to try to leave it that way. I don't know how if I left that out in a rainstorm, if that stuff would run off or not. Not sure. So I try not to take a chance of it. I try to make sure that if I'm transporting it somewhere, it's either in the trailer or it's in a convention center. It doesn't get sat out to get rained on or anything.
Yeah, yeah, it fully makes sense.
Hmm.
I will be worried, completely worried, like you, about a couple of minutes of rain could destroy everything.
Well, it did get the classic did get a little snow on it when we took it to Bruce Fest, which is where this was our official Delta shirt from that festival, um, at the Stanley in Estes Park, Colorado, that we did last winter.
Okay, in this moment, people is flooding in the videos, so
Okay,
it's my eye or peak of people inside alive at the same moment.
all
And
right.
so, for anyone who's entering now, we are just streaming from Beaumont, Texas, with the Shane, that is the owner of this really cool deltas from the show Ash vs Evil Dead. He substantially won the action to get those delta after the shows, and the one you can see are the classic and the battle delta, and the battle delta is the very one you could see at the end of the show, right? I don't
Yes.
remember if you told me
Yeah.
there were two battle deltas or just
No.
one.
Unless they told me otherwise, because when I bought it, they said, you've got a one of one. They only made one. They might have made more had the show gone on in the fourth season. They might have had to make like a Battle Delta 2 for other scenes or something. But because they just put it together, um, and shot it, or displayed it for that one last shot, that's all you get is one of one. So I know this is the one they used for that last scene. This one here, you kind of have to do a little pausing and checking and seeing and matching, uh, you know, A pillars and stuff, and blood marks, and try to see what if that's the one that's in this particular scene. And like I said, that's how I figured out that it was that one with Pablo and Ash and Mr. Roper, was the fact that the hood pops open in the back for cameras. The doors also actually come off with just a little linchpin, so that a camera can push into and get interior shots as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you told, first of all, I would like to share with you some comments. I don't know if you see the monitor of the PC. We have
I'm not seeing it. Oh, there we go. Okay.
yes, you we have Tate. That's thank you for giving us the opportunity to see both car.
Oh, well, you're welcome,
And
Tate.
yes, we have Luca that telling us that is fantastic. I mean, I agree with him. This is really, it is groovy.
They're
Okay.
fantastic, fantastically groovy. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's magical, as we had seen. It's something magical, and so another detail, a very particular detail, you told me, and you showed me. I don't know if it's possible to show, but we can told this to the audience, is that
Sure.
these delta are numbered, right? I mean, this delta under the hood, right?
Yes.
Is called the hood. They have a number. So the delta, the classic one, is the delta number 3, and the
Yeah.
other one is
I
the
can
delta number 4.
I can show you. Yeah, I
Yeah,
can show you the Delta number 3, but
absolutely.
with the
Yeah,
hood being as heavy as it is. But I will show you something on the Delta that's actually pretty cool too, that I did not show you yesterday. So,
I
but
will be grateful. Yeah.
but yeah, if I bring this over here, you can see right over here that it is labeled, has 3 on it, and it also matches up here on the hood, number 3. So basically, this one would have the same type of thing. It would have been number 4, because this one could have. That's the thing, is now that it's the Battle Delta, I don't know what scenes it was as the classic, but it was probably in scenes as well, looking just like its sister over here before it was transformed into the Battle Delta.
So probably in some way it was converted, right? It was converted into a battle delta before, after
Yes.
the standard usage. I'm going to share a picture you sent to me yesterday,
Okay.
because there is this picture showing 4 delta. So probably we can, let's say, imagine, let's say which one, that one of them could be the right one, the one the both of the car you have here. Just a moment.
Sure.
Not this one. Oh, not this one. Not this one. I'm going to find it. Just a moment. I'm messing with my
Well,
mails.
hold on. While you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and turn this around, and I'm going to, because I can't show you the number on there, I'm going to go ahead and show you something special that this one got at a convention that it didn't get, that didn't have when I received it.
Okay.
I'm going to see if we can get in here, and if it's going to be light enough or not. If not, I might have to get.
Something is visible there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hold on a second. Let me get a.
Oh,
Oh, there you go. That is
yeah.
the that is signature of Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell on the glove compartment of the Battle Delta. And I acquired
Yeah.
this at Texas. I acquired this at Texas Frightmare. See if that's a better angle. You can actually, let's see if you can read what it's upside down, because when they gave it to him to sign, they gave it to him upside down, and that's how they signed it. So when you actually mount it on the car, you have to kind of be on your head to. But Sam
This is.
Raimi actually,
Oh, sorry, sorry. Go ahead.
no,
So I'm
Sam
going to
Raimi
ask you.
actually, yeah, Sam Raimi actually wrote, "Thanks Battle Delta for saving the life of the classic." And then Bruce said, "I will kill this car."
Yes, Bruce have some kind of, let's say, some kind of objective to destroy the car. There is some interview in which he told that he even tried to destroy the car, the real Sam Raimi Oldsmobile, using it with some particular moves he learned from. Oh, I don't remember the name, from the actor that plays Captain Kirk from Star Trek. I don't remember the name of the actor at
William
the moment.
Shatner,
Yes,
Captain
yes,
Kirk. Okay,
exactly, exactly. Shatner learned. Bruce Campbell learned from Shatner a particular move he did in one of his TV shows with the brake. So you have to brake. TJ Yuka, right? Right.
T.J. Hooker. Yep,
TJ Yuka,
that's
yes.
right.
Thank you, Bruce Campbell memes. We have a lot of very nice very nice audience here. We have Bruce Campbell memes. That is a very huge page of memes about Bruce Campbell. We have even had a comment from Zio Tibia. Zio Tibia is a very famous character from the Italian television. It was a sort of creepy that
Okay,
present horror movies in back in the 80s. And yes, it's great. I mean, and so Shatner learned to Campbell learned from Shatner a move with the car, and
yeah, yeah,
he
yeah.
tried to
When they
destroy
do
it.
those shows, they do a lot of stunt double or not. They do a lot of. They teach them a little bit of stunt work, a little stunt driving.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. U-turn, I suppose it's called. You have to accelerate, then pull the brake, and then you have to round very fast the
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's something like that. So the car have a very smooth move, and Bruce Campbell did with the Sam Raimi's Deltas or something like that. I
Oh
remember
yeah,
reading that.
he's been trying to kill Sam's Delta number one since day one.
Yeah, 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 absolutely. And when you showed us those autograph, there were a couple of switch under the autograph. What was
Oh,
those switches
the
are?
switches, they control the spotlights on top of the roof.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah. I can probably blind the camera out, but let's see if I can.
Wow, they are very very powerful. Very powerful. Wow.
Yeah, and again, those were Yeah, those were shown at the end too. He flipped those, got in the car, turned it on, flipped those lights on. Then you had the flames coming out of the exhaust, which I can't. Sorry, I can't show you that. But
I'm going to I'm going to download some picture you sent to me, including
okay.
the a zoom of the autograph. So I'm going to show it just now. So the autograph we seen is this one, so you can see it better. Just a moment. Here it is. Can you see it?
Oh yeah.
It's a little bit bigger, so
Oh yeah.
everyone
There it is.
can even read it. And this is the one we seen before with Shane. And the other
Yeah. And
thing I would like to. Oh, so sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
well, I was
I
just
could.
saying the cool thing was when I did that and I gave it to them, they weren't. They were telling everybody in line. They were like they're only writing signatures. They're not. You don't request them to say to my best friend what any of those type of things. They were just saying it's straight signatures. That's it. So they actually went a little bit above and beyond when for me with the part of the Delta. Actually wrote something, a personal message from Sam and from Bruce to the car.
Yeah, this is great. I mean, this car are completely. I mean, they are too cool to ignore them. And
Uh, yeah. Go
this
ahead.
is the other thing you told us. I mean, these are four deltas here, so
Those are four
probably
Delta. They're
probably
every one
one.
but one. Yeah.
Yes, I don't know if they are in order. I can show
I'm
it
doing a
bigger
podcast.
for the audience, but just a moment. Oh, no, I lost my mouse. Oh, okay. I
It's
just
kind of
got
hard
it.
to zoom in there. I don't know if you could tell any detail because those
Yeah,
are
yeah. I'm going
probably
to.
like on probably on day one of the
Yeah,
production before they started getting all
yeah. So
bloodied up.
probably one of these was turned in the Battle Delta some way.
One of those is the one I have here, and one of those is the Battle Delta. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And another thing you sent to me, just a moment, because you sent to me a lot of cool stuff from this car. This is the okay. No, this one. I mean, you bring those car even
Hmm.
in the Stanley Hotel. I mean, the very one hotel in which Shining was directed, was shoot, right?
Well, there was they shot the TV movie, The Shining. The original Shining was I think it was a hotel in Oregon, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken. Um, but yeah, they shot the scenes of the TV series at the Stanley. But it was the inspiration for The Shining. Uh, Stephen King stayed there, and that was his inspiration for writing it.
yeah. I would like to show the people the poster you sent to me, the high quality poster you sent to me, because I think it's great. Here it is. As you can see, we have the the car inside the Shining Hotel. It's great. I love this. I love this one. I love this one. Very cool. It's very cool. It was a convention with Bruce and Ted Raimi, right? This
It
one.
was. It was. It was just last winter. It was the second annual Bruce Fest.
Yes, it's great. I mean, it's the same. It's the same poster you
the
have on
the
your
same thing I
T-shirt.
have on my shirt, and on the back it has that same detail. The official Bruce Fest logo.
Yeah, that's really great.
So, and
That,
speaking of shirts, I actually have one of the shirts we had made up, particularly for the Battle Delta, and that's this one here.
yeah, it's great. Hail to the king, baby. It's cool. But just for the people following this live, this T-shirt can just be bought during the convention, or do you have a web shop, something like that, for
Well,
which
yeah, that's like the only one we have. We're currently out of shirts. We might be doing a reprint of those exact shirts, or we might change it up a little bit. We're not sure. So currently, yeah, we're out of shirts.
Yeah, but because they are cool, I suppose.
Mhm.
They are
Yeah,
very cool.
yeah, they went pretty fast, and we couldn't keep up. That was the problem. We couldn't keep up with the demand.
What?
Uh,
Oh, sorry,
yeah.
sorry.
No,
Go
hold
ahead.
on.
Go ahead. For the one connected just now, we are streaming from a convention in Texas.
And we do
So,
have. We basically have those designs on a decal. And we sold out.
oh,
We sold out of this one first. This was our classic.
that's great.
We don't have. That's I said we don't even have any shirts as this one. We only have one left of that one, and then that's the same decal.
It's great. I love the colors of that one. And I would like to show you one thing because many years ago, and maybe I can send you the file because I suppose you will appreciate this. I
Okay.
found a Delta catalog,
Oh, okay.
an original Delta catalog. So I scanned it and I sent to Rob McLean at all the website Book of the Dead, and so we have a PDF right now. And I would like to show you this one because it's very cool. Ah, okay. Sorry, I'm not showing. Okay, this is a real catalog of one Oldsmobile 1973.
Yeah.
As you can see, there are all the stuff,
That,
all the claims. Delta 88 it give you a lot more than just size.
yes, it does. Yep. And aside from the honey beige, that's the car. I mean, that could
Yeah,
be a
there are all
replica
the.
itself.
It's great. It's a very cool booklet. When I
Hmm.
found this one, I have to got it because it's cool. And there are even the other two models. There are a little bit more of option. I don't know. The one
Yeah.
you have is for 5 doors, right? Five.
Well, yeah. The classic Delta is a four-door car, but it is the town. It's the hardtop,
Mm-hmm.
not the town sedan. The town sedan would have had the bar in the middle. When you open the door, it still has a bar. When you open the doors on these, well, not this one anymore, but with all the metal. But you open the door on this one, there's no bar. There's no, or they call it post.
Yeah. Even in the catalog, I would like to show you again because there are all this stuff inside it. Just a moment. There is even all the details of the internal things, as you can see.
Yeah, yeah.
It,
The
it's
one, the radio on the bottom there, that's the one that we have in the car. That one there. Yeah.
Mhm. And even details of this stuff. I don't know what is the front bumper, the mini what is this mini console here? A mini console have provide a convenient storage place for anything. Ah, I suppose it's close to the driver seat, maybe.
Yeah, that's probably in between the seats. A lot. I mean, everybody about every car has one of those now, but that was
Yeah,
probably something that was a fancy extra add-on back in the 70s.
yeah. We have all the specification here. I cannot read this one because I didn't understand anything of this. Ah, but
Well,
it's
it's in
interesting.
cubic inches and stuff too. So yeah, it's not metric.
Yeah. But I cannot even understand what is the meaning of this stuff.
Hmm.
Except there are three different kind of engine: rocket
Yes.
350 V8, rocket 455 V8, and rocket 455 V8 standard on Toronado. That is, I don't know. Probably
Yeah.
Toronado is another kind
Tornado
of
was another.
model.
Yeah, it was another also. Yeah.
I going to give you to send you this file because I suppose
Okay, that'd be great.
you could use it
But no,
for.
both.
I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
you could
yeah.
print it. It's very good
Both the
quality.
deltas here have the 455. Both these have the largest engine that was available at that time for the Oldsmobile.
Yeah, that's great. And I hate you to ask again this one, but can you show some details of the front of the Battle Delta or some details
Sure.
from the Battle Delta?
Yeah, sure.
I feel ashamed every time I ask you to move because I mean it's
No,
painful, I
no,
suppose.
no. They came to see the cars, so and you know what, very well what this poster is, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's the poster from
Yeah,
Valeria Rossi, that is a
that's
very
right.
cool artist from
Very,
Italy.
very talented artist.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She made for me the poster with Ash and the deltas, and so you know her.
So yeah, this all here, real steel.
That is a cannon, something like that. A gun. A real gun is just metal. Ah, it can
Yeah,
move. Okay.
yeah, it can move up and down, and it's
There is some kind
controlled.
of console inside to move it, or it's just
Yes,
static.
sir. Yeah, I'm about to get there, and
Mm-hmm.
once I get moved in here, right in here, right above the glove compartment, you can
Wow.
see I have it strapped down
Ah, okay.
for travel. But basically, you'd be in here moving this up and down from the inside. And while we're in here, you can see the inside. It's basically Ash's seat right there.
Mm-hmm.
There's no other
Yeah.
seats in here anymore. And then this goes up to the turret, which if I can maybe make it up in there, let's see.
Yeah, maybe a puppet or something like that with the gun in his hand.
Yeah,
It
hold
could
on a
be a
second.
very.
I might be able to make this work in here. Bear with me, folks.
I agree, Bruce Campbell Mems. Bruce Campbell Mems is telling us it's a dream car. I agree. I fully agree that it's a dream car.
And here we are.
Wow, but
This is
I
uh this
the
is Lex'
view,
point of view right here.
that's great. It's like a video game here.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Wait a moment. I'm going to enlarge your screen so we can see better. Here it is. So in this very moment, we have Shane that is the owner of the car, in the position which was the one from Lex in the Ash vs Evil Dead finale when she kept the gun. Okay, so as you can see, it's very high. It's a very good position to shoot to shoot some dead eyes, right?
Yep. And then and later today, I'll go ahead and I'll put these guns and I'll mount them right on here, right in
Mm-hmm.
these two areas, so that it's back to the way it was in that last shot. But yeah, it gives you kind of a bird's eye view of the hood and the supercharger there in the front.
Yeah, yeah. You can
And which
destroy
is
everything with this one.
and I don't know how well you can see in here,
Yeah,
but
yeah. I can see. We
I
can
have
see. We can.
this stuff here. This is the or rocket propulsion that
Uh
I have
huh.
to put on. It doesn't travel with it that way, so you can open up the trunk.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I have to install this on the trunk whenever I get to a convention.
That's great.
Here we go.
So I was thinking that in case of an apocalypse, you have a car to defend yourself from raids and stuff like that. I mean, you
That's
can
very
mount
true.
real guns on
Very
there, and
very true. So I'm ready to go.
wow, wow.
I'm going to see if I can move back here
Mm-hmm.
and
Show us the back, right?
show you the back of the. Whoops. This is where it will go. It gets mounted right back on here.
Mm-hmm.
And then while we're back here, I'm going to open up the trunk of the Classic here and show you some more signatures.
Wow.
This is got this signed in Lexington, Kentucky at Scarefest. This
Uh-huh.
is Cassie Wesley, who played Bobby Joe.
Yes, Cassie the Piper, right? Right, cool.
Yes, and with her famous line, "I hope you rot down there." And we have Ted Ramis right here, who wrote "Let Me Out," and Ray Santiago here, he wrote "Stay Bloody."
Yeah, I
Ray
agree with him.
Santiago.
I agree with him. I mean,
And then first one we had on this car was from the beautiful Dana Di Lorenzo, and she wrote a great paragraph here for us.
yeah. Fuck this Bonner mobile.
And
she
she's
she
just
is
kidding.
awesome.
Love this Delta. Love this Delta through hell and beyond. Dana Di Lorenzo, Kelly. And then we
This is
have
awesome.
Bruce. Junk this POS.
What is an acronym? POS, right?
Yes, it means piece of
Shit.
yeah. Yep, that's it.
All right. Well, you always learn something when you talk with the mother tongues.
You should learn something every day. Yeah.
So it's that's great, and it's great what you showed us. I mean, it's the first time we have the occasion to see this. I mean, if someone is so lucky to give a shot to this car when you are in some convention, what is your schedule for the next conventions?
Well, that's interesting. You asked that. We're outreaching. We're looking for places to go. So if there's anybody out there who has any conventions that they frequent and maybe they want to see us out there, uh, let us know. We'll see if
Yeah.
we can. We'll see if we make it happen.
You travel just in the east, the west coast, or even the east coast? I mean, you
We
can
haven't
travel.
we haven't traveled in the West Coast yet. We've traveled as far as Lehigh Valley. That's near Allentown, Pennsylvania. That was actually for the Pennsylvania Horror Con, and then we traveled as far as down to Florida, Tampa, for Spooky Empire. We were there in 2019.
Yeah, there are a lot of convention even in Chicago, I suppose. I don't know if they have
Mm-hmm.
huge spaces for cars. I
Well,
remember with the con.
some places we contact, they say we don't have the space to put
Hmm.
cars. We're kind of a smaller venue, and we just have it for our vendors and stuff like that. And some will be like, well, we can bring you in, but there's only room for you outside.
Yeah,
And unless
it's
I
not.
have get a tent or something for them, then I can't go with that because you never know. It could be a great weekend. It could be sunny and shiny all weekend, but you just never know.
Yeah, it's too risky to take this on the outsider, I suppose.
But yeah, we love the conventions. All the conventions we've been to so far, we've just enjoyed. So love to go back.
There is Bruce Campbell memes that is that I mean we have auto caption on Facebook, right? So when we talk on the video, some texts automatically show up trying to mimic what we are saying. And one of the
Gotcha.
texts coming out was Ashford the Civil Dead.
Yeah. Ashford Civil Dead. Yeah,
Ashford Civil Dead, right? Right.
a new series coming to Netflix, right? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You have the car. We just need a new Ash and stuff like that. An
Yeah.
Ashford, an Ashford. And
Well,
um, another question. You told
Sure.
me you had a photo shoot, a dedicated photo shoot with Dana De Lorenzo, right? I mean, there was Dana
Yes,
De Lorenzo taking
that's where she signed it. Yeah.
when that happened.
When did that happen? That happened. Well, I guess we met the folks that put that on in Spooky Empire. So it happened of December of 2019 is when we went out there, and it was a small convention. It was called Jekyll and Hyde Con, and it was in Jekyll Island, Georgia.
Hmm.
So we went out there, and so it wasn't a big con, but she was there, and then there was a couple of friends of ours that had been pretty much with us the whole 5 years we've been doing this. Here and there, we've seen them, and they were there, and they got the photo shoot with Dana.
That's great. That's great. Okay, before leaving you, le- just a small thing. After we finish the live, don't disconnect because I'm going to
Sure.
salute you. But before no, closing the live, I have another quick question that is more curiosity because I am a collector and I usually notice details. Okay, I love details. So
Yeah.
I was thinking, the keys of this car are standard keys. They have some kind of specific aspect. I mean, they are just standard keys. They have they want to, let's say, to make it to start the engine. The keys to start the engine.
Yeah.
They are standard keys, or they
The
have
keys
some
to
kind of
no
aspect.
the keys to start the engine are just the exact keys that you would have had bought for a 70s Delta.
Uh
Except
huh.
I've added some of these extra pieces trying to recreate the keychain that
Uh huh.
Ash had at the end of the show. So see, I've got the shell,
Uh huh.
and I have the little bony arm
Yeah.
on there. And aside from a couple other maybe like house or whatever type of key on there, when she throws him the key at the end and he grabs it, and they had
Yeah, I
that little
remember
shot of
this.
the key. That's what I try to do my best to recreate. Both key sets have that look to them.
You did an astounding work.
Well, thank you.
I mean, you keep this car in a very good shape. As I said at the beginning, you keep this car in a very good shape. You make them work. I mean, you bring those to the people. I mean, it's a gift to everyone
Yeah.
that love the franchise. And
Well, it's not always easy, but when you go to these conventions and you got all these fans, some of them just might not have known they were coming. You know, they were there to see Bruce, or maybe Bruce isn't even there, or they're there to see other cast members. You know, Ray or Dana or the like. Yeah, they come upon the cars and they like stop in their tracks and they're like, "No way, I I don't get it. I can't." And they're fanning out on these almost as much as they do the cast. I mean, this one here, you know, became through the show and through people's knowledge that it's Sam's car in the sense of this, you know, it's like the number one. They love it. It becomes part of the show too. It's just like another cast member.
yeah, yeah, I fully agree. I fully agree on this specific thing. And I didn't ask you because let's say we started just talking about the cars, and we
Hmm.
completely forget. I mean, to ask this to you, but I mean, are you an Evil Dead fan, or you are more keen on on the movie cars? I mean, what is your position on this? You love the show and you got the cars because you showed me that you are I have a big garage with other cars. So,
Yes.
what can you tell me
Always. Yeah.
something?
Always been a fan of cars, classic cars, antique cars. Um, but no, I have a love for the franchise, and that's actually kind of how I went out and thought about getting the replica that I first had. Was I wanted to start going to a con and showing a car that wasn't out there already. It wasn't a DeLorean or a Batmobile, which are, I mean, all cool cars, but you just see them at con after con after con. And I, even at horror conventions and things like that, I had never seen this car. So I said, I'm gonna make it happen, and I went and got the replica, started showing it, and it led to actually having screen used vehicles.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Okay. Well, I suppose we can, let's say, end the streaming.
Oh,
First of all,
okay.
I would like to thank you very much for anything you did. I mean, it was a very hard setup. I can recognize it, and I
Mm-hmm.
really appreciate you bring this to everyone, because I think it's
Yeah.
the first time someone show the car with this level of details. I mean,
Right.
because there is no, maybe I never see, I don't remember if there is some kind of behind the scene from the DVDs. I'm not sure. Maybe there
Uh,
is some kind of short one after
yes.
the episode, but I'm pretty sure that no one entered in the cockpit of this
No.
car like we
When
did today. I mean,
right when it showed on Stars, they had a one of the little things that would show after it, or you could watch it separately. That was just, it was called the Delta, and they talked about the classic Sam's car, and that's how you'd find out that, I was like, I've been trying to kill the car and this and whatever, and they showed some behind the scenes of him doing those little stunt turns that he learned from Shatner in a parking lot somewhere. So yeah, it was like a little, maybe what, 10 minute short about talking about it when it was still showing on Stars. But no, they didn't go in depth to the car. Obviously, they didn't talk about this one because I said it got those literal 5 seconds of fame, and hopefully we might get it recreated on an animated series. I don't know how that's going on. I'm far from any inner circle about
yeah,
that. So
let's hope it's going to happen. Maybe they will ask
hopefully,
you. Maybe they
yeah.
will ask you some close up picture, because as we know, they sold all the stuff, so they
Well,
didn't have it.
they sold these to me, and as I say, they're more than welcome to borrow them again if they need them for something, for a project. Um, but I know that Nick Bassett,
Hmm.
uh, he's it was behind the creation of this here, and he has a lot of detailed info on the car that they could probably easily convert to an animated series.
Yeah, that's great. So just a moment. I'm going to
That's all
take
right.
some screenshot.
I
I'm
mean,
taking some screenshot for to show
sure.
the.
I mean,
And
is there any questions that anybody's got that we haven't covered, or
no, no, no. Substantially, what happened with the comment is that everyone was excited about
okay,
seeing this
good.
car. There was
Well,
no particular
yeah,
question, but
that's basically how it happens at conventions. Everybody just gets excited and they start coming
wow.
around it and want to take pictures and want to do. I mean, if we've got the time when we're at a convention, we will do little photo shoots. We'll take a bunch of pictures, and we also have props and stuff in the trunk. We have the chainsaw hand and shotgun and some other types of things. I said that you have Necronomicon, so we have props for them to use for their photos. And it just depends on the con whether we do a larger photo shoot or not, or we just do. It's like, well, we've only got the room for you to kind of like take a little selfie with it, or
Yeah, that's great. And okay, so let's say we are going to close the live. Before closing the live, I just would like to remind the audience some quick news. The first one is that we are going to have a couple of live in the next few weeks. I'm organizing the first one with David Garbett. David Garbett is the director of photography of both Astro vs Evil Dead and Evil Dead Rise. I'm working on it. I still don't have any cover for this event, because we are working closely by mail to try to find out a better placement for this interview. So probably this one with Nick, with Dave Garbett will happen on the next Tuesday, the no Wednesday, the 18th. So in a few days.
Hmm.
Then we are going to have Al Darich, that is Scott in the first Evil Dead. We are going to have it on the just a moment. I'm going to share it. I'm going to share this. We are going to have Al Darich on the 24th of October. Probably I'm going to have a co-host that is Liam from a Real Horror Show channel. He is an English guy, and he is very cool in doing this stuff. I mean, he manage a channel about horror movies. In this day, he is doing a marathon of movie reviews, one for day before Halloween, and I think it's really cool this thing. And for now, I'm still working on trying on bring on more and more contents. It's not easy because first of all, I am Italian. As you can see, I struggle a bit with the language. So first of all, I needed to improve my English. But secondarily, the second thing is that I mean, it's not easy to find guests. That is the
Hmm.
reason for which I'm very thankful to you to participate to this one, because
Thanks. Yeah,
you bring a very valuable content
I
for my channel.
appreciate that. Thank you for reaching out. Yeah, we
Thank you.
glad to have done it.
Yeah, thank you very much. And moreover, if you are following this live, please follow my page on Instagram, Evil Dead Italia, on Instagram, on Facebook, or even on YouTube, depending on which platform are you seeing this video. Because the more I have followers, more is easier for me, obviously, to bring you nicer content. I mean, give me a little bit more of strength when I present myself with the person that maybe could be interested in participating. So please follow, and if you can, on all my channels. Okay. However, thank you very much for being here. Thank you, Shane. Thank you to the
Thank you.
Deltas, and thank you to all the audience that was here. I really loved your participation, and have a nice day. Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm okay. And have a good night or a good Halloween. Bye
Yep.
bye.
Happy Friday the 13th.
Bye bye.